is this?
Not sure. Just some stone.
It's got something carved in it.
It's really hard to read.
Yeah. So we're on our way to Fukushima today. We are stopped in Tochigi. I just took a bunch of B-roll footage of the rest stop we're at. I didn't really film inside just because there's a lot of people in there. I didn't really want to film people while they're eating. But had some delicious ramen. Dude, America's got to learn something about Japanese rest stops. It's crazy here. There's all kinds of restaurants. There's like 7 options, and then there's a full restaurant, hot dog stand. There's a whole other side that's like, I think it's for buying like omiyage, which is like souvenirs that you bring back after a trip. So people pick it up when they're traveling. It's like all local stuff, local pork, and they have like, it seems like their theme here is like lemon milk flavored stuff. So they have like lemon milk popcorn, lemon milk cheesecake, lemon milk ice cream. So yeah, we spent about an hour here. We're about to take off again here in a minute. But yeah, I should be getting to my apartment today, finally. It is insanely hot again still. It's actually a little bit cooler as we're going north, but it's still humid as hell. And here, I'll flip it around so you can see the clouds. But it's very, you know, trapping in all of the humidity here. But it's beautiful. There's been a lot of cool houses and scenery that we've passed, lots of farmland, lots of old stuff you'll see if you haven't already in the B-roll. But yeah, this is what, day 4, I guess? Full third day, but day 4 since we got here. Yeah, alright, gonna go head back on the bus. We are here. I am in my apartment. I was picked up at the meeting point. Like we were bused to some place in southern Fukushima. I'm not exactly sure where. And we were all introduced to our contracting organizations, or somebody from our contracting organization, I should say. And I was met by Sakai Sensei, who was vice principal at my school. She brought me to Ishikawa, and we went to the high school. I met some teachers and another vice principal, and I picked up my luggage that I had there, and she brought me to the apartment, and we met the gas guy. He connected my gas, checked on the water. I guess there was some issue with the water. He fixed that, and we turned the electricity on. And then tomorrow, Chisaki Sensei, who I met today, her husband and her will be picking me up in the morning at 8:30. And we are going to pick up all the stuff that my predecessor left behind for me, or that I bought from him from his apartment here. And then I'll have all my stuff, and it's just a matter of getting everything set up. So yeah, so I'm going to show you my apartment. And I have to duck through the doorways, but, well, not all of them, actually. Let me see if he is still outside. No, he's driving away. There is the entryway, the stairs. I'm on the 2nd floor. Let's go inside. This is the entryway. I'm not remembering any of my vocabulary right now, so I'm going to say everything in English, and excuse the mess. But here is the inside of the front door, and there's a little wash area for when it's snowy or muddy outside. I can rinse off my boots or my feet. I have some luggage in there. This is the shower room. There's my bathtub. And to fill up the bath, if I want to take a bath, I can just turn the faucet into the tub, which is nice. And it is a wet bath, so I close the door and the whole bathroom gets wet and steamy. And there's no cracks for mold to grow, hopefully, but I will have to keep an eye, especially because it's so humid here. And here is the toilet room. And it's a cute little toilet. Unfortunately, it's not one of those smart Toto toilets. But when you flush, the clean water comes through there before it fills the bowl, and you can use it to wash your hands. And there is the front. It's rainy. Of course, it let up after I brought all my stuff inside. And then here's the kitchen. It's bare bones right now because Japanese apartments typically come completely unfurnished. Let me step back to the front door. So there was the bathroom area. And then my kitchen, the refrigerator will go in that corner there. Obviously the sink. And then there is a gas hookup for a gas stove if I want to have a gas stove, which I will be buying at some point. And there is the door, or you can see the front door. There's the door into the next room. So this is a 2DK apartment. Don't ask me what the DK stands for. I believe it's den and kitchen, but it could be dining kitchen. Another nice big window. This is where I plan to set up my desk here. Right now there's a bunch of junk in here that was left by Chisaki sensei, who very kindly brought things for me to sleep on before I get my stuff over here. And here is a closet. It's fairly big, actually. I would say it's like 2.5 feet deep, maybe even 3. And here's my bedroom. And it is a tatami room, so the floors are tatami mat. And they're both sliding doors, which is nice. This one is lower than the other one just because the tatami room mats are higher than the wood floor. But this one and the room into the toilet room, I've hit my head already. So here's the bedroom. There's the closet. It's fairly big as well, actually. And then I have a little veranda, as it is called in Japanese, and there is a dead friend. There was a cricket in the sink when I got here. I let him out, and there's a cicada, dead Japanese cicada. I'll have to clean him off at some point. Poor guy. And there's my neighbor on the other side. There's a cute little bird down there. I don't know if you can see it on here. And they have the dead crows hanging. That's what distracted me earlier, to keep the crows out of the garden. But yeah, it's a beautiful little town. Really foggy up there. It's been rainy. Lush forests I look forward to exploring. Hopefully there's a lot of hiking trails around here. But yeah, so this is my apartment. It's gonna be an adjustment, but especially having to duck through all my doors. But see, look at that. You can feel it. But yeah, I like it. It's cute. It's quaint. The kitchen sink definitely needs some cleaning. But I think I'll enjoy it here. I like it so far. Day 1. So maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm trying to be optimistic. And it's really nice here, so I'm looking forward to it. Alright. I'm gonna start cleaning and stuff, so see you later. Alright. It is, I don't know, like 9:30. And I just got finished. I walked over to the, God, this fly. I caught it. I caught the fly. Okay. Let me release it. Out the window. Turn around. So I have proof. Frick out of here. I gotta go wash my hand. So, anyways, as I was saying before I ninja'd that fly, I just walked to the school and I picked up my bike and I rode my bike back to my apartment. But just before that, let me show you. A couple teachers showed up with all of the stuff that my predecessor left me. in their car, and I was wrong about what the heck that thing was. That is where the washing machine goes, laundry machine, in my fridge and microwave, and the fridge smells not so good, so I will be cleaning that. And I have all this stuff now that I need to clean and put away, and then clean the floors because the floors are also not clean. But at about 11 o'clock, Chisaki Sensei, she will be picking me up and taking me to City Hall and the bank and everything that I was expecting to do yesterday, but we'll get it done today. So hopefully by the end of the day today, I will have internet and a phone with a working phone plan, and I will have a bank account, and my address will be on my residence card, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, I'm going to start randomly moving things around this room. Wish me luck. Oh, and my hands are all nasty from fixing the chain on the bike before I rode it back, but alright, peace out. It's evening time. It is 6:30 about almost, and kind of a rough day. I went to the bank with Chisaki Sensei, and they said that it takes multiple days to open a bank account, so we filled out all the paperwork. And after we filled it out, they said there may be issues because there's English on some of the forms. So if there's issues, then we have to come back, fix it tomorrow, and then it takes another day to get the bank account. And I can't get a phone or internet service without having the bank account already. So that makes that a little bit difficult. That's kind of the last couple things that I need to do other than, get this place cleaned up and straightened out. As I was going through stuff, the dresser has like a thing that's broken on it, so I can't put one of the drawers away. The refrigerator wobbles a lot, which is a little bit annoying, but the microwave is kind of helping keep that stable on top of it. It smells really bad. I bought baking soda to put in there, and I'm going to wipe it out tomorrow. I'm just wiped out today. And then I went on an adventure. I went to the grocery store on the bike that I was left by my predecessor. One of the brakes doesn't work on the bike. That's fine, not a big deal. The back brake works, which is really the more important one in my opinion. And so I got to the grocery store. It's about 2 miles. It's like 4.5 kilometers, so not quite 2 miles, but I get there. It's very hot. I'm sweaty, and I'm buying things, and I go to check out, and they don't have like the bags that we have in America with the handles on the plastic. They only have packing bags that are like the ones that we have for produce. So there's like no handle, and they're really thin and soft. But they have boxes, kind of like at Costco or some other stores that have boxes for you to put stuff in. So I'm like, oh crap, it's going to be a journey carrying this box on my bike. And so I load up a box, I get it on my bike, and I see a Daiso. Well, I knew there was Daiso in a hardware store, but I see the Daiso, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go buy a bag. So I go and I buy a bag. I bought some more stuff thinking, oh, I'm going to have bags so I can get more things because it's all going to go in the bags. Some of them I needed to get, like a bath towel because I haven't showered yet because I didn't have a towel. So I bought some stuff, bought a bag. I bought a bag that's like supposed to be for laundry, but it was bigger than like the grocery bag, which I also bought. So I loaded it up, and I put it on the bike, and there's no way that I was going to make it on that bike with that thing. It already like, the bag has black marks all over it now because it kept rubbing against the tire and the wheels, and I was wobbling all over the place. So I go over to the hardware store, and I'm like, okay, I'll buy a basket for my bike. And I'm looking at all the baskets, and at first I'm like, I can get a back one that's like easier to carry stuff on. They're usually bigger. So I'm looking for the back basket things. But this bike doesn't have like the cover that goes over the wheel in the back. It doesn't have the one in the front either. It's not a cruiser. It's like a street bike. And so none of the back bikes would work. So I get one of the front bikes and I go out and I got a couple other things. I got a screwdriver so that I could attach it and a couple other things while I was in there. Again, thinking I have bags, so it's not that big of a deal. Just a couple small things. And I get out there and the bike does not have the holes in the front of the bike to attach the basket. So I go back in the store and I return the basket. I look at all the baskets. None of them will attach to my bike. So I say screw it and I buy a new bike. Luckily, things are not very expensive here. The bike was $90 US, and it about $90, closer to 100 than 90. But then on top of it, I had to get bike insurance because the guy asked me if I wanted it and I didn't quite understand. So I translated it and then I translated back, is it mandatory? And he just looked at me and said yes. So I got the bike insurance. I also had to pay to register the bike there, which was nice because now I don't have to take it to City Hall. And then he did a bike inspection and stuff, which was cool. Well, I guess it's mandatory, but they don't do that in the States. They just give you the bike and you leave with it. But yeah, here you have to register your bike with the city, so I don't have to do that now. He did all of that for me, and he was really nice. He wrote my address for me since I don't know how to write my address in kanji. And so I got a new bike with a basket on it, and it has a thing on the back, like a flat surface on the back that I can attach another basket or I can tie things to. So it's more useful. And so now I have two bikes, and one of them is loaded with the basket, and the rest of the stuff doesn't fit in the basket because the basket isn't that big. So I have the bag of stuff with less things in it now on the back of the flat area with the hook around the seat, so my butt is kind of holding the bag in place, and I have the other bike in my left hand, and I'm riding with the bike, and I make it 15 feet. And I'm like, there's no way that I'm riding 4 kilometers back to my apartment on these little roads with cars zooming by me like this. So at the grocery store, they had an area that I originally parked that's like a bike parking area. And I just went and parked my old bike there, rode back. And tomorrow, after I'm done doing stuff in the morning with Chisaki Sensei, I will ask her if she can just leave me there and I'll ride my bike back, the old bike. And now I'll have 2 bikes. Yeah, interesting day. So now I'm hot and sweaty. All of my devices are dying. My Wi-Fi thing died, so I didn't have Wi-Fi. My phone was about to die. I have like no motivation right now to do anything. I need food though. And this apartment is a mess, and there's a bunch of stuff in here that I don't really want. But there's also a bunch of stuff in here that I need that I have not found yet. There's just a lot of stuff. So maybe after my shower and my bath and I have something to eat, I will go through some of it. Yeah, I think this is the end of the day for me here. So yeah, that's the end of day 2 in Ishikawa. Day 4 or 5 in Japan now. I'm losing track already. Peace.